And my boots are wet. Man, these waves are no joke. Oh, you good? Ah! What's up, anglers and anglets? It's your boy Sven and welcome back to my channel. So for today we're gonna do some jetty fishing down here in Oceanside. Haven't really fished Oceanside very much, but I heard fishing's pretty good down here and can't really fish in OC waters right now because of the fish advisory for the oil spill. It's a beautiful day, very little breeze, and the water looks pretty fishy. Let's just gear up and get to it and see what we can catch today. But before we get started, let's talk a little bit about safety. Be very careful where you step. If a rock looks wet, it's probably slippery. Make sure you have appropriate footwear. Anything with a lot of traction is good. Always pay attention to your surroundings. A lot of these rocks around me have already been splashed. Every once in a while a big wave comes in. It doesn't really reach where I'm at, but it's pretty close. It could even be strong enough to knock you down. So be very careful when you're fishing out on the jetty. If you do need to move around the rocks, do take your time. It's not a race. We're here to fish and have fun, not fish and get hurt. Gonna start off with a good old reliable high-low rig. I got shrimp and squid on it. This side's taking the full brunt of most of the waves, so I'm gonna stay away from this side as much as I can. Getting some nibbles, some good nibbles. There we go, first fish. Oh, I might have lost it in the wave. That was a good one though. It was like right there, maybe like 10 feet. And my boots are wet. Man, these waves are no joke. Oh, you good? Ah. Yeah, I'm good. Holy crap. Ugh. Yeah, that was a super big wave. That was actually really refreshing though, but man, whew, I'm completely soaked. My other stuff is up here. I almost lost my scissors and forceps again. So a fellow angler was out with me when the big wave splashed. He lost all his stuff. A few of us have been just casting around trying to find his backpacks, and I somehow caught a halibut through that. I'm gonna let it go. It's obviously way too small, but that's way too funny. Thanks for playing, Mr. Halibut. Was not expecting you at all. I caught it with no bait. Actually just realized I also lost my knife in that wave. I still got my scissors though. Works just as well. Definitely one of the most dangerous jetties I've ever fished. Look at this wave. It's freaking crazy. Ooh, these are some good nibbles. Come on. Nice! A yellowfin croaker. This is a good one. Man, it took a while, almost lost all my gear, but we finally caught a nice fish. He's an okay size. They don't have any size limit. I'm gonna go ahead and bonk this guy and then cut his gills to bleed him out. A nice good smack in the head and make it a good one. You don't want them to suffer. Swap my rig up. Got a 4-ounce torpedo. Been using torpedoes for a bit, but I'm swapping out to a 4-ounce, and I'm only doing a single size 6 hook with a little piece of shrimp. I've been getting a lot of bites in the same spot where I caught that yellowfin croaker, so I'm just gonna cast back out there. Looks like they've been biting the bottom hook more often than anything, so there's no need for the second top hook. Oh, that was instant. That was like 10 seconds max. Nice, let's see what you are. Looks pretty decent, it's fighting pretty nice. Nice, another yellowfin croaker. Ooh, this one's a little bigger. Same thing for this guy. Thank you, Mr. Yellowfin Croaker, for your sacrifice. Nice, the bite's starting to pick up. Let's cast back in the same spot. Maybe another one. Oh yeah, I definitely found the hole. The bite's on. The bite's finally super on. Nice. Another yellowfin croaker. We got the trifecta. For a good chunk of the morning, I was actually beginning to doubt Oceanside. I hear fishing's pretty good here, but there was just no bites for like the first 3 hours. Well, I stuck through it, even though I'm still soaked. The good news is, it's nice and sunny, the breeze is low, and the weather's starting to warm up since the sun came out. If it was cloudy, I think I'd freeze my tushy off. Getting some more nibbles. That's where they're all hanging out. Whoa, this is a good one. Is it another yellowfin? Nice, we got the quadfecta, if that's even a word. 4 yellowfin croakers in a row. That's pretty darn good. I'm never gonna get used to that. As soon as I hear a big crash, I just look over. Most of the time it doesn't really reach me, but it just kind of shows you how dangerous this jetty is. All these rocks over here are completely soaked. Oh yeah, I need a cast. Let's see if we go for 5. I guess a quinfecta? Here's the 5th one. Oh, the wave, the wave, the wave. Don't knock it out, don't knock it out. That makes 5. This is pretty good. Yellowfin croakers are so neat. Favorite fish to fry up and eat. This one's a little too small though, so I'm gonna go ahead and just let him go. Thanks for playing, Dinky Boy. Let's go for 6 yellowfin croakers. Same spot. I'm actually really digging this 1 hook, 1 sinker setup. The one reason I like high-low rigs is the fact that you can put 2 pieces of bait on. If, let's say, a fish nibbles off the top one, it can still go for the bottom one if it's close enough and still hungry. Like, don't get me wrong, high-low rigs are still my preferred go-to rig, just like shrimp is my preferred go-to bait. Okay, there we go. That's number 6. Is it another yellowfin croaker? Kind of looks like it. Nice. This guy's also kind of small. They can definitely get bigger. I'm gonna let this one go. Thanks for playing, Mr. Yellowfin. Can we get a 7th one? There we go. Let's go. 7 yellowfin croakers in a row. Running low on bait. This is my last piece of shrimp. Let's see if we can go for an 8th one. If not, that's fine. Kept a couple, released a couple, gave away a couple, you know. So I lost my last piece of shrimp, but it's low tide enough for me to gather some mussels. Still super rough and spooky over here, but it's pretty calm over there. So that's where I went to get some mussels. Over here, the waves are splashing too crazy, even though the tide's going down. Here's another little fishing tip. Bait from the source is usually the best bait. That's what the fish are used to eating. Mussels are also pretty good bait. The only problem is they're so flimsy. If you do plan to fish with mussels, bring like some sewing thread or some bait thread just to keep it on the hook a little bit better. I actually like fishing with mussels a lot. I just don't use it very often. You don't even need to buy them. You can just gather them from the rocks. It is definitely a lot easier during low tide though. Nibble, nibble. Come on, fishy boy. There we go. That's a good one. Well, I've already said that so many times, but it is a good one. Nice. An 8th yellowfin croaker. Mussel works for yellowfin croaker as well. I think I'm gonna call it. I can definitely keep fishing, but I've been casting all day. I think I've been fishing for about 8 hours. My arm's tired. I'm still soaking wet from earlier. So I think this is as good as any time to call it. We already caught so many fish today. Oceanside, pretty good for fishing. Definitely do want to come back here. Maybe prepare a little bit better just in case the big waves are back. But yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.